Welcome to the 5-Minute Drill Down. I'm Dr. Phil Klein. First, a quick shout out to our sponsor Voco, a world leader in dental materials. Be sure to check out their entire product line and get your free sample of Grandioso for You at vocoamerica.com. No question, there are so many composite resin materials on the market today. Universal composites, nanohybrids, bulk fills, flowables, single shade systems, multi-shade layering composites. Then there's high-strength posterior composites, and we have high aesthetic anterior composites, and it goes on and on. The options seem endless. And that leads to two important questions every dentist eventually asks. How do we know which composite is best for our practice? And just as important, how many different composites do we actually need for our direct restorative cases? Because while having choices is a good thing, having too many choices can quickly lead to inefficiency, overstocked shelves, and unnecessary complexity in everyday dentistry. Today, most dentists are looking for materials that are simple, predictable, and versatile. Composites they can trust to perform consistently, whether they're restoring a Class 1 occlusal, a Class 2 posterior, or an aesthetic anterior case. So let's step back and talk about what actually matters when evaluating composite resin materials. First, consider the manufacturer behind the composite. A trusted manufacturer with a strong research and development team brings more to the table than marketing claims alone. The best companies rigorously test materials in the lab and vet them with clinical evaluators, practicing dentists who provide real-world feedback before a product ever reaches the market. That clinical input matters. It helps ensure the composite handles well, adapts properly, cures predictably, and performs consistently, not just under ideal testing conditions, but in daily patient care. Next, let's look at the key attributes a composite resin should have. One of the most important is filler content and composition. Higher filler loading generally means greater strength, better wear resistance, and lower polymerization shrinkage, especially important in posterior restorations where occlusal forces are highest. Shrinkage stress itself is another critical factor. Lower shrinkage helps protect margins, reduce microleakage, and minimize postoperative sensitivity. Handling characteristics also play a major role. A composite should be easy to place, resist slumping, adapt smoothly to cavity walls, have good depth of cure, and allow precise sculpting without sticking to instruments. Good handling isn't just convenient, it directly impacts restoration quality. And high aesthetics is non-negotiable. A high-quality composite should polish easily, maintain gloss over time, and blend naturally with surrounding tooth structure. And finally, radiopacity is essential. Clear radiographic visibility allows dentists to evaluate margins, detect recurrent caries, and monitor restorations over time. Of course, different clinical situations can call for different types of composites. Many practices rely on a high-quality universal composite that performs well in both anterior and posterior restorations. Flowable or heavy flow composites are commonly used as liners for small restorations or in areas where adaptation is critical. Bulk fill materials help streamline placement in deeper preparations, and multi-shade systems can offer enhanced control in highly aesthetic cases. That brings us to single-shade composites with a chameleon effect. These materials are designed to adapt optically to surrounding tooth structure, simplifying shade selection and reducing inventory. The advantages are clear: faster shade decisions, fewer syringes to stock, greater efficiency. However, there can be trade-offs. In more complex aesthetic cases, especially Class 4 anterior restorations or deeper posterior restorations, traditional multi-shade systems may still provide greater predictability and control. Like most tools in dentistry, single-shade composites are most effective when used in the right situations. And this is where modern composite innovation is headed, toward materials that reduce complexity without compromising performance. One of the newest advancements in composite technology is from Voco, and it's called Grandioso for You. It's a universal composite designed to bring strength, aesthetics, and efficiency together in one material. With 91% filler content, you're getting excellent durability and very low polymerization shrinkage. And even with that extremely high filler load, it's still creamy smooth and has outstanding handling characteristics. But here's what really makes this new composite stand out. It features visual transformation technology. Before you cure it, the composite is highly translucent. That translucency allows you to cure up to 4 millimeters deep in just 10 seconds. And here's the cool part. After curing, it shifts to the ideal opacity for beautiful, natural-looking aesthetics. So with Grandioso 4U, you really do get the best of both worlds. Deep, efficient cure, and stunning aesthetics. This is a major advancement in direct composite restoratives. So the goal with materials like this is simple. Fewer composites, fewer compromises, more predictable outcomes. At the end of the day, choosing the right composite isn't about having every option on the market. It's about having the right options, backed by sound science, clinical validation, and real-world performance. When you simplify your composite selection and choose materials designed to do more, you don't just improve efficiency, you elevate the quality and consistency of your restorative dentistry. Once again, many thanks to our sponsor, Voco. Check out vocoamerica.com for free samples. And I hope you join me on the Dr. Phil Klein Dental Podcast Show. We drop a new episode every Monday and Thursday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, featuring conversations with the top clinicians and educators in dentistry. There's always something new to learn. I'm Dr. Phil Klein. Thanks for watching.